Hey guys! So today I'm going to show you how to make my signature orange, rosemary, and olive oil cake. This is one of my most favorite recipes to make because it's light, it's appropriate for all 4 seasons of the year, and it has the perfect blend of flavors that are sweet, earthy, and fruity. And yes, I am wearing a Powerpuff Girls t-shirt today. Why? Because the Powerpuff Girls are freaking awesome.
Here's what you'll need. 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 cup granulated sugar, the zest and juice from 3 good-sized navel oranges, 2 teaspoons finely chopped fresh rosemary, 3 eggs separated, 3/4 cup olive oil, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. First, preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Then grab a 9-inch round baking pan and some parchment paper. Then you're going to draw a circle on the parchment by tracing around the pan. Cut out the circle with some scissors. Then place the side that you drew on face down in the pan. And spray the pan really well with cooking spray. I like to roll my oranges before I zest and juice them because that way I can get more juice out. Then you zest your oranges. Then cut your oranges in half and juice them in a sieve over a bowl to keep all the pulp out. Then you very finely chop up the rosemary until you get about 2 teaspoons. Then you're going to sift together your flour, baking powder, and salt over a small ball using a sieve. Then crack your eggs in a bowl and using your hands very carefully separate the yolks from the whites, making sure that the yolks don't break and that none gets in the whites. And you're going to carefully put them in a small bowl and set aside. Then, with a whisk attachment, you're going to whip up the egg whites until soft peaks form. So it should look something like this. Very carefully spoon out your whipped egg whites into a separate bowl, and then you're going to clean out your mixing bowl. Now with a palette attachment, combine the sugar, zest, and rosemary and mix for 1 minute to infuse. Doing this brings out more of the orange and rosemary flavors in the cake, and it makes it more aromatic. Then you're going to add an egg, and then mix until well combined, and then repeat with the other eggs, and then you're going to slowly add in your orange juice and your vanilla. With your mixer at medium speed, slowly drizzle in your olive oil, and then it starts to emulsify. Alternate the flour mixer in 3 rounds while mixing, but make sure to scrape the sides of the bowl in between each round. And be careful not to overmix the batter. After all the flour mix is put in there, very carefully fold the whipped egg whites in the batter until it's just combined. And again, make sure not to overmix or the batter could deflate. Here's what the batter looks like, and it's all going to go into the prepared pan, and it's going to be baked in the oven for 50 to 55 minutes or until a toothpick is inserted into the cake and the toothpick comes out clean. Let the cake cool in the pan for just a couple of minutes, then flip onto a rack, and then flip onto a plate, and then let cool completely. Finish the cake off with a little dusting of powdered sugar right on top, and there you go. You can serve this cake with some whipped cream or some vanilla ice cream, or you could just eat it plain. Enjoy!